Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a get ready with me video. It has been a little while since I posted on YouTube and I'll tell you all about that and catch you up on salon life. And we're also doing this makeup look today. So if you'd like to see me create this look, then keep on watching. I have used some new stuff today, like I've got some Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. I've got some new MAC eyeshadow primer. I've got new face primer from MAC. I've got new blush from Patrick Starr. And I've also got some new lipstick and lip gloss from Patrick Starr. So yeah, I created this look with it. I'm really happy with it. So if you'd like to see how I did this look and catch up on just, what I've been doing for the last 7 months, then keep on watching. So it has been a little while since I've posted a YouTube video, and the reason for that is really because I've been focusing on salon life. So I will talk about that and I will start doing a makeup routine as we go along, just kind of keep you up to date on salon life and everything. So I've already, prepped and moisturized my face, my whole normal routine. I'll link that. I think it's on this side. I'll link it for you if you want to see what I use for moisturizing and stuff like that. So for foundation today, I am doing a new one mixed with one of my old favorites. Today I am using the Giorgio Armani. This is the Power Fabric Foundation. And this is an expensive dude. I believe it was like 60 bucks. But I wanted to try it out and see how good it is. There we go. Now my shade is 3.5. It's called a long wear high coverage foundation. It's got an SPF 25. It's supposed to be full freaking coverage. So I have used it for a few days, and the tutorial I'm doing right now is to show how I got the best results with this foundation. If you've watched any of my other videos on foundation, I have, at this point in my life, I have more of a combination skin. I've always had really oily skin. I've always had acne. My face is in a really good place right now as far as the way it looks. I mean, obviously I have redness. I think the camera actually accentuates the redness a little bit, which is fine. But you can see a little bit better. The great thing about, or actually not the great thing, the hard thing about me finding a new foundation is finding one that I can wear that gives me enough coverage to cover the redness, the discoloration, because I don't have just an even skin tone, but also lasts all day and lasts through my oiliness. So that's always a challenge. So I tried wearing it for the first couple days, just this foundation. Coverage is amazing, absolutely amazing. Love it. Looks pretty good when it's first on, but by the end of the day, my skin was looking kind of dry, which is so weird, and it was really focused around my chin area, which is not normal for me. So what I found by mixing the two together now, the Smashbox is one of my all-time favorites, and the reason why I keep trying new foundations is simply because the Smashbox does not give me enough coverage. It's a great foundation, it lasts all day on my skin type, which is just rare. So I always end up mixing this with another foundation to get the coverage that I want. So what I've been doing is I've been taking just a few pumps of this one, the Giorgio Armani, and doing the majority of the Smashbox. The great thing about this one is the color is a pretty much perfect match. Now it does oxidize, so that's a little bit of a bummer because when you first put it on, it looks amazing. But when I mix the two together, it actually turns out to be a really nice finish. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna mix these two together and then I'm gonna blend it out. So back to salon life. So if you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I have been in the process of moving into a new salon over the last month, and I am fully in, well, I say salon, it's a new suite, if you will. So I am in the new suite, and it's a larger space, so it gives me more room for my clients and myself, and it's just great. So before I was sharing a suite with my friend, and we both wanted to get more space. It was pretty tight for two people, but we really enjoyed having our own business and making our own schedules and just really being able to take care of our clients the way we felt was best. And so we both just upgraded to basically bigger rooms. So she stayed in the room we were in, and I just moved right next door, which is so great because we're still right by each other, but we have our own space and all that. So it's been a lot of fun. The only bummer has been, I got to know her clients pretty well, and her clients got to know me, and some of our clients would come on the same days, and so they would catch up with each other and stuff like that. And so that's the only bummer, is that we don't have that right now, but her clients are so sweet, and mine really like her too, and so they can hop on next door and go say hey and check out her room, and so. But it's been fun. We've been showing off each other's rooms because our styles are totally different. And we worked really well together. It's just, you know, we needed more space. Especially after prom season, we were both pretty busy. It was hard when you've got a daughter and a mom on my side and a daughter and a mom on her side. The room was just too packed, so. So for summertime, I haven't really been feeling like, you know, adding like a layer of concealer at all anywhere. I don't think I really needed it either. But I just go back with just a little bit of this Giorgio Armani in the under eye area. And I'm just gonna blend that out just so that way I get that little bit of extra coverage without having like hardcore concealer under the eyes here. Now, what I found with my my moisturizing routine coupled with the new primer and the foundation is that I have a very dewy look right now, which I'm not opposed to, but normally a dewy look will not last all day on me. So I've got to kind of tone it down a hair with the setting powder. So, but what I have found is that with this foundation by itself, I have to cake on the powder. When I mix it with the Studio Skin from Smashbox, and then the setting spray on the sponge, it lasts much better. I don't have to do as much setting, so I can really do a light powder set instead of like a heavy Beauty Blender powder set. What I found with the Giorgio Armani is that when I was wearing it, it would completely come off of my chin, which I don't even understand how that happens because I don't touch my chin like on a regular basis. I don't even know. So yeah, the only way for me right now to be able to wear it is to wear it with the Studio Skin, which is a normal thing for me, so I'm not too upset about it. I was hoping obviously to just be able to use one, that'd be great, but whatever. But you can see the coverage is really pretty darn good. And then the powder just sets it down pretty nice. So I am gonna go in and just do a little bit of under eye setting, but I'm not going to go in and set anywhere else. Like, you know, sometimes I'd have to set like right here at the inner cheek nose area here, set that pretty good, or even the nose, just depending on what I'm wearing that day, like foundation wise. So, so let's see. So now we're gonna do contour, and I have a new one here. This is the Patrick Star collection, and this is I'm Not Blushing. This is a powder blush duo, but if you look at the powder blush, that bottom one, it looks darker in person, but on camera it looks actually like a blush, and this looks like a highlighter for some reason, but that is not how it looks in person. Let me see if I can. Okay, that's a little bit more realistic right there. So this one to me is more of a contour color, and this is a blush, but when I come back here, for some reason it looks like blush and a highlighter, but it's not. Not for me anyway. So I'm gonna come in with this bottom shade, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of light contouring here. And some blush. But so what I was saying earlier about being so busy and not doing YouTube, so I've been taking a lot of education classes for just the salon in general, as far as like new balayage techniques. I've been learning blonding. I've actually switched color lines. It's been a really busy year for me. I've done really well, and you know, when you do well, you still have to keep your skills sharp. I don't ever want to claim that I know it all. I want to be able to have like the latest info for my clients and stuff like that, like the best products that, you know, I feel really go with my salon goals, if you will. This definitely looks more like a blush on camera. That's so crazy. But anyway, so yeah, so I have, you know, I've always felt like healthy hair was a super important, you know, part of why I do hair, because I remember going to the salon before I did hair, and the person that did my hair, she never told me like why I shouldn't use box color. She never told me what it would do to my hair when I would come into her and say, oh, I hate the color, can you highlight it? She would never tell me why that was bad, why my hair was damaged. She never told me any of that stuff. And so for me, it was a lesson as far as like what I want my clients to know about, you know, the whole process. Like, I don't have to go into too much detail, but you know, I want people to know that if you box color your hair, you know, I have to go back in and not only remove the box color, but now I've got to go in and do double work because I've got to remove the box color and lift your natural color. And so I can get half the results that I would normally get because there's box color on your hair, kind of thing. But clients don't know that if you don't tell them. Like, you know, you can't expect them to just magically know that, you know, they're making your job twice as hard, you know, or that if, you know, they did color 2 years ago and their hair grew out and it's down to here now, that box color is here, and you want me to balayage, well, I got to try and balayage through that box color in your ends. So, you know, that's how I've adopted my my theories as far as like how my salon should run, like what my mission statement is, and I always want that to be a healthy hair salon. So I added that to my Instagram, like in my description basically, because I want people to know that that is a priority for me. So I added new things like B3 is a new product for me, and it is a bond building product that you add into color or lightener to prevent breakage from happening, to help rebuild the broken bonds in the hair, and also to give you a shinier, longer lasting color. And I have found that my clients can actually notice a difference in their hair and their color. Even if I'm just coloring their roots that have grown out, they can notice a difference in their color, and they ask for it every time. So that's something that I've added. I've also switched from one line to another, so now I'm using Colora hair color, and it is a permanent shine hair color, which I really love. I can actually see a visible difference in my client's hair as far as shine and color, you know, like the richness of the color. I'm loving it. And by the way, this is new for me. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Painterly pot. Well, Painterly is the color, but it's paint pot. And this is my eyelid primer before I put my eyeshadow on and everything. It works really well. I've been using the Urban Decay for a very long time, and I just was not loving it anymore. I don't know if they've changed the formula over time, or I don't know. But I decided to switch, and I've seen so many good reviews on the MAC paint pot that I just decided that it was time for me to switch. So that's what that is. I'm gonna use my typical brow products. I used my Ulta. This is the brow tint in medium. It's just a little, you know, wand that I use it to, you know, darken all of my hairs. And I'm just gonna go back in and just touch up my shape with the pencil. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in the way for right now, but that way I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, so I've been really enjoying the hair color line. I just feel like it gives me better results. I also switched my lightener to the Colora / Oligo brand. I absolutely love the lightener. They have, to me, the best clay lightener I have ever used. That's pretty awesome. I feel like it gets the best results. I feel like it gets the best lifting. I just love the options that I have available in that line. I feel like they're on top of like the latest trends, and they give really great education, which is really important to me. I'm not going to stick with a brand that can't provide education for the stylists. I think that's the thing that brands forget about, is they just expect people to just keep buying their stuff and just, you know, support them till the end of time. And I just don't think that's viable anymore, especially with YouTube, with, you know, social media. They should definitely be providing education for their stylists. I think the street goes both ways in that aspect. You know, we as stylists spend our money with certain companies, and you know, you want to feel like they care about you as a stylist, that they listen to you and what you guys need in the salon every day. And so that's a big reason why I switched also. It's hard to talk and do brows at the same time. But yeah, so I've made a ton of changes. I have, like I said, moved rooms. I have taken a lot of classes this year. So it's been a really great year, and I have been so enjoying working out and everything. Also, my husband and I are going to the gym 3 times a week. Let's see if these guys are even. think that brow's bigger than the other brow. They're sisters, not twins. But yeah, so we've been really enjoying doing that. So I did that 3 times a week. And so like I said before, I did a 6-week challenge where I was doing a meal plan and meal prepping every week. And it was very overwhelming at first because I've never had to do that in my entire life. I've never meal prepped anything. So it was a big deal to, you know, work that into my already busy schedule and make sure that I was eating the right foods and eating, you know, healthy, and everything was home cooked and all that kind of stuff. So it was a big change, but it's been a really good change, and we're gonna keep doing that. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I am gonna be going back into my favorite as of late, the Morphe 35F palette, and you might have seen this in one of my other videos. I just love the palette. It looks like a lot of dark colors, but it's got some really great summer options. I've been really feeling like the peaches this summer, more of the goldy shades, and so they have a lot of great options in this palette for styles like that. So I haven't been doing, obviously it's summer, so you don't normally do a lot of dark, you know, eye looks. So I've been keeping it pretty light. So today I am going to do the same kind of thing. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, this one. Here is a blender shade on the lid, and then we'll just kind of play from there. So I'm gonna go in with my finger. Ooh, that is so pretty though. But see, it's a little bit more of a natural shade. It's not too dark. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's got some like gold reflex in there. So I'm just gonna take a teensy bit more of that product and blend it out in the crease. I'm doing like a very simple eye look today. I'm not going ham, although I do like to do that sometimes. How's that look? Not bad, huh? Okay, so now I'm gonna take my little under eye brush here, and I'm gonna go in with the exact same color under the eye. Now I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take this orangey, like shimmery shade here, and that's gonna go on the inner corners. I just like to have some highlight. I don't want it to be, oops, wrong one. I don't want it to be like super insane, so I just dab my finger in there a little bit. Now if you like a blinding little highlight there, you could wet your brush, or you could even press harder with your finger to just pop more of a brightness in there. I just like to see some. And then I'm gonna take the same color and just barely dot it in here. I think I got some on there. And I'm just gonna put a little bit over here. I don't like to have blinding highlight. I like something very soft. And so when you have skin like mine, where you're trying to balance out the oiliness, you're trying to balance out the redness, you know, makeup's not lasting very long. It's always a task, honestly. It's, you know, it's hard to watch YouTube videos because, I mean, there's girls out there that do have acne and have redness and all that, but everybody's skin is so different that the same foundation that worked for her might not work for me. So I always, you know, I'm always up for trying something new and seeing if it'll work for me or not. So I am going to use my Lancome Big Monsuo. I'm from Texas, so I'm sure I say everything wrong. But this mascara is the bomb. You'll just have to see before and after on each eye because it's insane. Okay, so for lipstick today, I am doing the Patrick Starr. This is his matte collection. And just like the blush and bronzer that I use, even though it's a blush duo, this one, the color is Sweet Mama Star in the lipstick, and the gloss is Mama Star Kiss. I've only been using these for a couple of days, but I really like this shade. It's like a mauve-y kind of pinky color. I really do like it. I even could take it down a notch with a nude on top of it, which I've done a couple times now. But I really like the color. I like the consistency. It's a very nice, creamy lipstick. I don't like dry, but it's got really good pigment. See, it's kind of pinky. I think actually I will tone it down. Let me go get my other lipstick. I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, the color is gorgeous. The consistency is amazing, but I think for this eye look today, I need to tone it down just a hair because I want the lipstick to match the eyes. So I'm using, this is the Rimmel Kate Moss line, and this is the color number 42, and this is their, and her nude line. So I'm just gonna pop this on top just to take it down a notch. That's a little bit better. Still pink, but not too pink. The lip gloss is gorgeous. It's like a really clear, just shimmery color. I don't know if you can tell or not. I absolutely love it. It's very glossy, not sticky at all. Just extreme gloss. But I do love a good lip gloss, honestly. So I am good with it. If you don't love lip glosses, you probably won't like it. Although if you do want to try lip gloss, but look at the shine. I mean, add some shine. This is not sticky. So as this fades over time, like, you know, during the day when you need to reapply and stuff, some glosses can get really sticky and like you kind of have to wipe it off to reapply. This one's really not that way at all. It just fades off very, very nice. This is like a really good lip gloss. So I was very happy with that. But yeah. So what do you think of the finished look? I love the lipstick color. I love toning it down just a teensy bit, but I think that he did a really good job. Now this is also in the amplified cream lipstick. They have different series of lipstick. Like they have the mattes, they have the regular lipsticks, they have the ones that are more creamy. I like the more creamy lipsticks personally. So if you like matte, then obviously don't go for that line. But I really do like it. I think that he did a good job. The kit also came with a eyeshadow palette that I gave to my sister because it had purples in it and she looked really good in purple eyeshadow. So I gave that to her. But yeah, this is the completed look. I hope that you really like it. Thanks for letting me just chat and catch up with you. Sorry for my, really long absence, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more. And yeah, I will see all of you guys on the next video. Bye!